Hello, this is Nathan Lawrence, Good News Tree Service in Wilsonville, Oregon, where I own and operate a tree service for the last almost 40 years. So we have had a little bit of a windstorm today, this morning and afternoon. It is December 27th. And I don't think the winds were any more than about 40 miles an hour at the most. Mostly it's been calm. This morning we had probably sustained winds of 20, 25, 30 miles an hour. Maybe some gusts got up to 40. I don't know if it got much more than that, maybe a little bit higher. But I'm driving around taking care of business. I'm gonna flip this around. And I came across this. So this is a Raywood ash tree that this little wind, wasn't much of a wind, uprooted this street tree. This planting strip here is about, that's about 5 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 feet wide. And this tree, the winds were out of the southwest coming this way, and it blew the tree, even though the tree has lost its leaves. It's deciduous. It's in the wintertime, but it was still enough wind resistance to blow this tree over. And the reason is because this is too large of a tree for too narrow of a planting strip. This has been one of the complaints I've had about city street trees in Wilsonville and many other cities all around here, in fact everywhere. They plant too narrow street trees in planting strips. And this is what happens. It ends up blowing over on somebody's house. It doesn't look like it did a whole lot of damage, hallelujah, but maybe, I don't know if they even dented the gutter, but it's gonna cost them a little bit of money, not a whole lot. This is a pretty easy repair job to remove this tree. But in the meantime, they lost a perfectly good street tree. As you can see, there's a lot of gravel down there, and that's good. It's good for drainage. So this tree, wasn't hurting because of that. But you see, there's almost no area for the roots to grow. You've got about 8 feet from the edge of this driveway to the trunk of the tree, and they've got about another 10 or 12 feet to the stop sign here in the sidewalk. So we've got about, what do we have? About a 20-foot strip here, 4 feet wide. 4 times 20 is 100 by 2 feet deep. You got about 200 foot of volume, 200 cubic feet of soil for this tree that gets to be, 60 feet tall, 40 feet, 50 feet wide, I don't know, in full maturity. This tree here is about, it's about 12, 14 inches diameter breast height, the trunk is, and it's about 40 feet tall. And this neighborhood is only about 20 years old. And so this tree has taken 20 years to get to this size. And here it is already, there's not enough soil to hold the root plate down. There's not enough soil to anchor this tree, so it went over. So here we go. Here's a good example of why we don't plant too large of street trees in small planting strips. Another good reason. Lost a beautiful, perfectly good tree. Not the tree's fault. It was totally the fault of the developer, the city, or whoever it was responsible for choosing this street tree for this place. So we have an example of a good tree, but wrong tree in the wrong place. Let's try to fix this problem and start planting the right trees in the right place. Plant much smaller trees in smaller planting strips like this. That's what I'm advocating. All right, onward and upward.